bad boy. I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulder, heart full of blues. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night. Starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt. Been a real bad boy. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night. Starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt, down in the dirt, down in the dirt, down in the dirt. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, all race fans. I'd like to welcome you to our second night of KMA's Wicked Wednesday series on the Summer Short Track Series. Gonna go ahead and apologize right up front, having some technical difficulties tonight. The broadcast may not be as clear or as good as we would like it to be, but it is what it is. So that being said, go ahead and take a look at our qualifying order for tonight. Qualifying in the first position, Ryan Kuhn with an 18.85. Lee Staples on the outside with an 18.586. Darren Reasons starting third with an 18.680. Edward Bray starting fourth with an 18.757. Tristan Beats be starting fifth with an 18.759. Jason Russo starting sixth with an 18.797. Starting seventh is Matthew Quick with an 18.891, and Brad Ream with a 19.23 starting in eighth. In ninth position, we have Scott Sanderson. In 10th, we have Raymond Rittenauer, starting 11th. Ronald Klein, I will be not starting. And Joel Guy with no qualifying time. We are at Thompson Motor Speedway. Thompson International Speedway Motorsports Park, technically. This is a half-mile track. Track temp tonight is 72.46. It is a very short track. The boys are in the K&N Pro Series cars. They're basically top series late models. They're just under the trucks, so should be an interesting night tonight. Hopefully my computer will not give me, it's actually not my computer, it's actually my modem, and I do apologize for that. Hopefully won't be an issue after tonight. I know the frame rates are going to be low and quality is not going to be the greatest, but I really wanted to get this broadcast out to you guys tonight. Pace car is off, green flag is out, and Ryan Kuhn jumps off to an early lead. Ryan Kuhn in a Budweiser paint job tonight. Lee Staples in second place. Guys will be doing lap times in the 20 seconds and under. As the tires wear off, we may see them creep up a little over 20 seconds. Field already starting to spread out. Ryan Kuhn off to a slight advantage over second place Lee Staples of just 1.2 seconds. Darren Reasons holds that third spot, while Edward Bray holds fourth. Jason Russo fifth. Matthew Quick sixth. Brad Ream seventh. Tristan Beats has fallen back to eighth. Raymond Rittenauer back to ninth, and Joel Guy sits 10th. Caution is out. Like the number 91 car of Joel Guy got a little sideways. Brings out our first caution of the evening. Jump back up to the leader. Now, these guys do have enough fuel in these cars tonight to run all 100 laps. But the question will be tires, so be interesting to see if these guys decide to pit for tires or not. Looks like Joel Guy will be pitting in. Like none of the other leaders are gonna pit at this time. As we look down pit lane, don't see anybody. Oh, there is one other taker. Looks like that may be Raymond Rittenauer. While under this caution, let's go ahead and see if we can get a quick word in with Ryan Kuhn. Ryan Kuhn, this is Ron Klein up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, looks like you were off to a good start there. How's the car feeling?
It's loose coming off. Easy to wheel spin these things here. Really got to drive it in these corners, and I'm just thankful. This is a home track game, or somewhat of a home track game for me. It's just an hour and a half away from me, and I'm actually pretty thankful that I actually might be able to get the race here in a couple weeks in real life. So, really good track for me. Thompson, I like Thompson. Thompson's a fun track. C Street Stocks are here this week, so I like that. Cool combo, and hopefully go on to have a good finish. Hopefully win it. We're leading right now. I think we got a good car to do it. So we'll see. It's not over till it's over.
Roger that. So, well, it looks like you guys are lining up double file. I don't want to keep you long because cautions are pretty short here. I want to wish you the best of luck and hope to talk to you later.
Thank you.
All right, our race leader, Ryan Kuhn, says pretty close to home, so that's pretty cool. And green flag is out. Ryan Kuhn gets a great jump. Edward Bray gets a good start as well. He's down on the inside lane, ducking underneath the number 64, Lee Staples. The number 14, Jason Russo, almost making it 3 wide there. Jump back to Jason Russo. Lee Staples losing a few positions on that restart. The number 66, Edward Bray, got underneath. Number 14 got around him, as well as the number 89 of Matthew Quick. Matthew Quick got a good run on the outside of the number 14 going into turn 3. Who is going to be there and who's not? Matthew Quick all the way up against the wall, brushes the wall, slows him down, allowing Lee Staples to get underneath him. This is something that we're going to see probably throughout the night. These cars are going to bounce off the walls and rub into each other, and this is some good old short track racing right here, folks. As we watch second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth battling it out. Ryan Kuhn obviously out to a good lead. Show you our running order. Ryan Kuhn has already put a 2.5 second lead on Edward Bray and Jason Russo. Lee Staples, Matthew Quick, Brad Ream, all within striking distance of each other. Tristan Beast just a little bit back from them. Darren Reasons 5 seconds back, and Raymond Rittenauer 11 seconds back. Joel Guy is in 10th, 1 lap down, and Scott Sanderson and myself did not come to race tonight. So Scott Sanderson actually was having some internet issues, so, as well as I am, fortunately. Again, apologies for the broadcast tonight. I wish it was a little bit clearer, but hopefully you guys will get the picture, so to speak. No pun intended. Let's go ahead and jump down and take a different look at some of these cars. Jason Russo in that number 14, sporting snap-on. Edward Bray in the 66, the orange and black 66. We'll get a closer look at him in just a short while here. It looks like he's got Harley Davidson on the side of that car. Jump back to Lee Staples. Looks like Lee Staples has a very similar paint job to his Xfinity and Cup car. Jumping back one more position to 5th, Matthew Quick with a very familiar looking paint job. He runs that same paint job. And we're under caution again, folks. Go ahead and see if we can figure out what happened here. Alrighty, we're riding along with Raymond Rittenauer coming down the front stretch. Oh, looks like he didn't get it wound up enough. Got into the wall. Ooh, got in the wall again. Just in front of Joel Guy. That will bring out the second caution of the night. Now let's check in and see. Nope, leaders are staying out. Leaders are all staying out, it looks like. Let's go ahead and see if we can dial up Edward Bray. Edward Bray, Ronald Klein here in the booth. You got a copy?
How's it going, Ronald?
I'm doing great, sir. I wish the broadcast was a little cleaner, but we are getting it broadcasted, so I'm happy about that. You got to be happy about sitting in second place right now. Talk to me about how the car is.
Well, the car's good. A little loose at the beginning, but then it sort of tightens up and drives a little bit better after a few more green flag laps. But hopefully we can get some more green flag going and not have so many yellows.
I will agree with you on that, sir. I was taking a look at your car and noticed that you've got a Harley Davidson on that car.
Yep, pretty much. I started racing, iRacing. That was basically what I was going with. As you can see, with racing with KMA, I've changed it up a little bit. But tonight I brought out the Harley Davidson Flame car, and probably by the next time we race this car, it'll be a little bit different.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm so happy you guys painted up the cars. Everything looks really good. You guys are looking really good out there. The laps are just flying by. We're already a quarter of the way through the race, so I'm not going to get a lot of times, a lot of chances to talk to you guys. Looks like you guys are getting ready to go back to green. You got anything for that guy sitting in the number 1 spot?
I'm trying. That's all I can do.
Alrighty, well, I wish you the best. Hope to talk to you later. Good luck.
Thanks.
Alrighty, folks, there you have it. Edward Bray saying he hopes so. Hopes he's got something for Ryan Kuhn. Gonna take a little different approach to this restart. Watch it from a slightly different angle. Oh, Edward Bray getting loose. Oh no, that's going to bring out a caution. We saw that one live. We don't even have to go to the replay, but I will back it up just a little bit here. Bring our cameras around. Oh, just slight contact there between the 14 and the 66. Hopefully not too much damage on that number 66. Looks like we got a taker that just went into pit road. Not sure who that was. Let's see if we can jump down to pit lane and catch and see who that might be. That looks like the number 98 of Darren Reasons on pit road. that will shake things up a little bit as as I show you the running order. Ryan Kuhn, Matthew Quick, Brad Ream, Tristan Beats, excuse me, Lee Staples, Edward Bray, Joel Guy, and Jason Russo is your running order, with Darren Reasons just coming out of the pit row. He will be the last car on the lead lap, looks like, with Raymond Ritner, sorry, I will get that right, going another lap down. I'm not sure out there or not. Jump back up to our leader. Limp mode. Let's let's see if we can get a quick chat in with Matt Quick real quick. Pun intended. Matthew Quick, Ron Klein in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Wow, looks like you just narrowly avoided that incident right there. Talk to me about how your car feels tonight.
Feels all right. I know nothing about short tracks and the K&N cars and everything else like that. I'm just kind of here to race for second. Kuhn is by far the best guy here, and I like that top line. I like the Larson it, so I'm just kind of like riding up there and taking everybody off, taking away the high line. So that's all I'm doing.
Well, we greatly appreciate you coming out for our summer short track series. Hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. Talk to me real quick about that paint job. It seems to be real familiar.
It's one I created a while ago. I got the Thrown Up Rainbows Grumpy Cat Chevy. It's just my randomness, and I wanted something very unique, and that's what I came up with. So it's fun.
Well, I want to thank you for painting up the car. It looks really great. Good luck out there going up against Mr. Kuhn. We'll see if you got anything for him.
Thanks, man.
Have a good one.
You too.
All right, Matthew Quick sitting there in second place as we get ready to go back to green. Get a little different vantage point on this restart. The 72 gets away quickly. Being the leader on these restarts really allows you to pick and choose when to go. Ryan Kuhn jumping out to a quick lead. Matthew Quick pushes up just slightly. Brad Ream right on his bumper. Tristan Beats looking like he's on a mission. Brad Ream still trying to get underneath the 89. Looks like he lost a little bit in that corner. Jump back one position. Brad Ream getting right to that back bumper of the number 89 of Matthew Quick. Getting underneath them here. Can he hold the line? Unable to get on the throttle as hard as he wants to. Has to let him go. Matthew Quick pulling away just a little bit. As you can see from our comparison, our leader Ryan Kuhn has jumped out to just a little over a 2-second lead here. Heard somebody get into the wall there, not sure who it was. Brad Ream seems to be getting through the center of the corner very well, but can't get a line underneath. Here comes Lee Staples on the bottom of Tristan Beats. Can he make it stick? That's the question, and he does. He goes underneath the 211 of Tristan Beats to move into that fourth position. Brad Ream making a move to the inside of the 89 for the second position. And he has a good run. Oh, Matthew Quick gets into the wall. Lee Staples doesn't know where to go, has to whoa it up, gets underneath the 89, has a run coming off the corner. As they get together a little bit, Matthew Quick gets into the wall. Oh, and the number 98 of Darren Reasons gets into him. Joel Guy gets into the back of him. Oh, and Matthew Quick's like a pinball out there, folks, just getting battered all around. That'll drop Matthew Quick all the way back to 9th position as he gets into the wall again. Stay on Matthew Quick and see if he's going to be able to get around this racetrack. There it looks like he's got the car somewhat under control now. Jump back up. Oh no, and then he spins it out. Oh, and the caution is out. The caution is out. Well, no need for a replay. We had our cameras on it. That will bring out our 4th caution. Not exactly what we were hoping for here tonight. As we see, Matthew Quick has gone a lap down to the leader. My, how things can change in just 1 or 2 laps. Jump up with the leader and see if he's going to stay out. He is staying out. Looks like most everyone else is staying out as well. Nobody ready to come get tires just yet. Oh, let's, sorry, I was talking to the folks out there in the KMA TV chat. Like to give a big shout out there. Let's drag in Brad Ream real quick before they go back to Green Flag Racing. Brad Ream, this is Ron Klein up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, Ron. I do have a copy.
Well, in practice, we were kind of not a whole lot of chatting, but we talked a little bit, and you said you were having some difficulties getting around this place. Looks like patience is paying off as you're sitting in 2nd place right now. Are you starting to get the track and the car figured out?
Yeah, it helped a lot, you know, when you've got teammates out there willing to help and share information on the marks and whatnot. And practice, I was just overdriving the snot out of it. And, you know, the key to this place is, you know, lifting early and getting on those brakes a little bit. We had a heck of a battle there. I think it was with Matt Quick and the kitty car. And just appreciate him racing clean and running us clean here.
Yeah, we were watching that battle and really impressed with how well you were able to hold that low line without getting loose. I was really afraid you might get loose, but you were doing a fantastic job. But I gotta ask, has anybody got anything for that number 72 car out there in front?
Well, we're going to find out on this next restart. He's a short track racer in real life up northeast, so he's got a little advantage, I would think, on most of the field. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Bad luck can strike the best of drivers, as we all know.
Copy that. Well, here's to keeping it clean and green, my friend. Looks like you guys are about to go back to Green Flag Racing, so I'm going to let you go. Wish you nothing but the best of luck, bud.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, Ron, and a big shout out to RTK Motorsports and RTK Paints.
Copy that. Good luck, sir. All right, Brad Ream and that number 61 in 2nd place. We're going to keep the cameras right here. Ryan Kuhn off to another great start. Number 61 managed to hold that 2nd position going into turn 1 and 2. Getting through that corner pretty well. Brad Ream, of course, is a member of RTK Motorsports, my teammate when I'm out there running. My teammate when I'm here broadcasting too, so secretly, you know, I'd love to see Brad have a good night, but got to call it how I see it. And I see the number 14 getting a great run off of turn 3, closing the gap on that number 61, getting another great run off of turn 4, getting to the inside of the number 61. Number 61 driving it a little bit harder into the corner, a little bit harder off. 14 had to let up. Maybe not as much traction down on that inside lane as he'd like. Had to let the 61 go. Coming right back, though. Here comes the 14 to the inside, folks. Going into turns 1 and 2, Brad Ream carrying that outside momentum. The 14 just doesn't have enough speed or momentum to carry through the bottom of that turn. Edward Bray closing in on that number 14. Oh, 14 gets into the wall. The 66 ends up getting into the 14, bringing out another caution as the number 14 got into the wall right there. Let's go ahead and just manually back this up. Not going to the replay. Go overhead. Yeah, the 14 looks like he may have just overdrove the corner just a tad bit. Jump on board with Jason Russo, and we're going to back it all the way back up to where this incident began. Got to run on the inside here. Give you a cockpit view of what went wrong. Strong run here. Oh, he gets into the back of him and then gets into the wall. As I said, that brings out our 5th caution of the evening. A little too many caution. Jason Russo getting his car repaired, coming off pit lane. As the leader is on the front stretch, he will only go 1 lap down. Tristan Beats into that 3rd position. Let's go ahead and grab Tristan and see if we can get a chat in with him real quick. Tristan Beats, this is Ron Klein up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
What's going on, man?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm enjoying watching the race. Race is going by rather quickly. We're almost halfway through. A few too many cautions, but you're up in that 3rd place. Looks like you've been very patient. Talk to me about your car and the track.
Well, the car's been handling great, but I've just kind of been trying to hold on with these guys. I'm not too seasoned with this short track racing, but I'm just trying to run it with these guys, and they're awesome out here. And like I said, I'm just kind of trying to keep up and run with them, and it's going better than what I expected it to be, or better than what I expected it to be going.
Well, sometimes patience pays off. We're looking at the Nationwide Adidas car. I want to thank you for painting up the car, and everybody that showed up tonight. Pretty much looks like everybody painted up the car, and want to thank you for that. Want to thank you for showing up, coming out and supporting KMA TV, and not really much else I can say. Looks like you guys are getting ready to go back to green. That's the unfortunate part, is I don't get to ask you guys a bunch of questions under these cautions. So good luck. Hope your patience pays off, and I hope to talk to you at the end of the race.
Thank you.
Alrighty, Tristan Beats sitting in that 3rd position. We're going to go ahead and keep the cameras right here for this restart. Back the cameras up just a little bit. That'll give us a view of the leader taking off. And the leader goes. 61 doesn't go right away. Does get going. Oh, the 211 must have had a gear problem getting it into the next gear. Loses a few positions, but smart enough to get down and out of the way, not to cause any issues or an accident. That'll drop Tristan back to 6th position now. Looks like Jason Russo has got that bar fixed. He's right behind the 211. Like he's wanting to get around the 211 and possibly go try to get one of his laps back the hard way. We go through our running order real quick. Ryan Kuhn already out to almost a 2-second lead over Brad Ream. Edward Bray hanging right onto the back end of the number 61 of Brad Ream. Edward Bray and Lee Staples, of course, teammates. Oh, and just caught Jason Russo spinning, and the 98 into the wall. We'll see if either one of those brings out a caution. Does not look like it will. Tristan Beats, Matthew Quick, Joel Guy. Joel Guy back on the lead lap, 7 seconds back. Jason Russo 2 laps down, and Raymond Rittenauer 2 laps down as well. So that did not bring out a caution flag, and we stay green as we jump back up. Looks like the best battle on the track right now may be for that 3rd position. Jump up there to Edward Bray with his teammates, the number 64 of Lee Staples, going at it. Number 64 getting underneath the number 66. Can he make it stick? He's got to let out of it. Number 66 carrying that momentum from that outside lane. Tough to pass on these short tracks. Also kind of wondered if any of these guys were going to take tires at some point, but no one has. Maybe that if we stay green, it won't be an issue. If we get another caution, be interesting to see if somebody does pit for some green flags, or for some tires. Apologies. So unfortunately tonight I was not able to get any trivia because of my internet issues. I can't entertain you guys with any trivia. Not that I probably should anyways. This race is as the number 91 getting lapped by the 61, 66, and 64. 64 has a good run on the inside. We'll see if it's going to stick as he dives it down in there to turn 3. Pushes up just a little bit, gets back into it. It's a drag race. The 64 and the 66 to the finish line, or the start-finish line. Pretty much a dead heat. 64 unable to complete that pass down low as the 66 get into the bumper. The number 61. Number 61 looks like he's trying to stay smooth. Edward Bray wanting to go to work on the number 61 before the 64 gets back to work on him. Meanwhile, we jump back up to our leader. Our leader currently 7.5 seconds in front of our number 2 position driver of Brad Riemann, the number 61. So while he's out here just setting a pace, I got to go back to where the action is. And the number 61 looking like he's going to lose a position to the number 66. Jump back to the... Oh no! Oh no! That's going to bring out a caution, folks, and what an unfortunate incident there. Go ahead and back those cameras up. Brad Ream gets tagged from behind. Back that up just a little bit. Change our camera angle slightly. We watch Brad Ream go through turns 3 and 4. Oh, just a little bit of contact there. Looks like Brad Ream got a little damage in the left door panel. Couple others getting some minor damage as well. Brad Ream going and taking it into pit road. Gonna get some fresh tires. Currently sitting in 8th position. Matthew Quick also in, getting some tires. Aaron Reason in, getting some tires. Let's talk turkey here. We got 28 laps to go. I'll put a sticker on the line here, folks. I got an arrangement of stickers. Let's let's say by lap 85. So you got 12 laps to pick your winner. If you say Ryan Kuhn, hurt you. I'm just kidding. Pick your winner. I will send you a sticker of my choosing. Could be a KMA Racing, could be an RTK Motorsports. Got quite a few of them. Got quite a selection of stickers. Go ahead and throw up who you think's gonna be the winner at the end of this race, and if you are correct, I will send you that sticker. I'm sorry, by the end of lap 85. Show you our current running order because there's been a bunch of pit stops. Looks like Brad Ream did end up going a lap down, unfortunately. Those fresh tires not going to help him much unless he gets another caution. Ryan Kuhn is your leader. Edward Bray sitting second. Tristan Beats sitting in third. Matthew Quick fourth. Joel Guy showing seventh, but I believe he may be in fifth position. Lee Staples sitting in fifth position, according to the board here. And Darren Reason sitting in sixth. Like I said, Brad Ream, Jason Russo 1 lap down, and Raymond Rittenauer just 2 laps down. So if these guys can stay caution free, we might have a different ending than if we do have another caution. Because I tell you what, if we get a caution, some of these guys that pitted with that are going to have new tires might have something for these guys. Ryan Kuhn gets away again. Gets a great start. Edward Bray on that outside lane. Tristan Beats on the inside lane. Oh, as we've got a car into the wall hard, and we've got a caution right away. Let's go ahead and see if we can figure out what happened here. Look at the drive. I believe it was number 98 of Darren Reason. Back that up just a little bit. Darren Reason right here on the front stretch. We're going to go ahead and go right into the cockpit and find out what exactly happened. Oh, just looks like he may have... Oh no, goes for quite a ride. Like he just got on the brakes and got a little bit loose. Becky Whitmer out there choosing the number 72 of Ryan Kuhn to win this race. Let's go ahead and back up to our leader. We'll sit in the cockpit and I'll show you that running order. Ryan Kuhn in first, Edward Bray second, Tristan Beats in third, Matthew Quick in fourth, Lee Staples fifth, Joel Guy seventh, Joel Guy sixth, Brad Ream seventh. Looks like he got his lap back. Jason Russo just 1 lap down, so 20, coming to about 20 laps to go. Let's get a shout in with Lee Staples Lee Staples, this is Ron Klein up in the booth. You got a copy?
Got you, Ron. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I wish the quality of the video that I was producing was a little bit better, but due to the internet issues that I'm having, it is what it is. I'm enjoying watching the race. I hope the fans are too. It looked like you had pitted not so long ago. Do you have some fresh tires?
You know, I have fresh tires, Ron, but it doesn't seem to be making a lot of difference, which is surprising. I mean, with some of these guys, my lap tires are like 51 laps better than some of these guys, but really can't pass anybody.
Okay, well that's good information. I was kind of wondering if we might see a slingshot up to the front, but it looks like maybe tires not gonna be the winning decision tonight. So looks like the
Yeah.
lights on the pace car are about to go out. You got any last few words? Because we're gonna be going green flag racing here pretty quick.
Just I hope not to wreck anybody else.
Copy that. Well, I wish you the best of luck and hope to talk to you at the end of the race, sir.
Thank you, Ronald.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna leave it in the cockpit view. We're gonna watch this restart from Ryan Kuhn's view. He takes off as we're departing turn 4, going into turn 1. He gets into the lane he wants to, gets that car turned down, getting back in the throttle, hammer down the backstretch, getting it woed up, going into 3, getting her turned, getting her straightened out, getting back on the throttle. Hear him feathering that throttle. That's a lap with your leader, folks. Gonna go ahead and jump into a little different as the 66 continues to run in that second position. We're gonna focus our cameras on Edward Bray. That's the battle right there. Edward Bray and Matthew Quick, Lee Staples and Brad Ream. With just 16 laps to go, can our race leader Ryan Kuhn hold on to it, and can anybody make any positions up? That's the question that remains. Matthew Quick looking like he wants to get up there and challenge that number 66. This is where all the racing is right here, folks. The 66, the 89, the 64, the 14, who happens to be a lap down, and then the 61 of Brad Ream. Edward Bray getting a little loose. Matthew Quick diving to the inside. Can he make it stick? He's got to get out of it. Got to get out of that throttle. Can't make it stick. Doesn't get quite a good a run off the corner as Edward Bray did. Matthew Quick going high, losing a little momentum. Looks like Lee Staples is catching him on the inside. We're going to jump back to Lee Staples. Lee Staples having to let out of it as well. Brad Ream can't get around the number 14 car. With just 10 coming to 10 laps to go, the biggest battle on the track right now is that number 64 and the 89. Throw the 66 in there as well. You might see a desperation move here towards the end of the race out of one of these 3 cars. Matthew Quick drives it hard into the turn 3 and 4. Gets a great run off the corner. He's really trying to get to that back bumper of the 66. Got a great run coming out of 4, and he turns it sideways, spinning it to the inside. Not sure if that's going to bring a caution flag out or not. We'll get back, jump back with him real quick, see if he's rolling. He is rolling, does not bring out a caution. That is an unfortunate incident for Matthew Quick that will take him out of 3rd place and put him back into 6th. Jump back up to Edward Bray. He's got his teammate in the number 64 chasing him down. Brad Ream trying to close the distance with just 7 laps to go on the number 64. Edward Bray sitting 3.5 seconds back from the leader at this point. Ryan Kuhn seems to have it in the bag with just six laps to go. The 66 doing everything that he can to hold on to that 2nd place. Lee Staples trying everything he can to get up to his teammate, possibly take that number 2 position away. Brad Ream, you know he's driving hard. Field really starting to spread out with just 5 laps to go. Edward Bray getting around this racetrack very well. His teammate Lee Staples not able to close in. All the while, the leader of the number 72 of Ryan Kuhn ever so slightly pulling away every lap. Just 4 laps to go. Edward Bray. Oh, looks like Lee Staples has closed the gap just slightly. It was about a half a second. Now it's down to just about a quarter second. Lee Staples trying to get a run off that corner there. Can Lee Staples get to his teammate? That's the question. This is the best battle on the track. We'll bring up the running order with just 2 laps to go. As you can see, the best battle on the track is the number 2 and 3 positions of Edward Bray and Lee Staples' teammates. Got to get this off because Lee Staples is making a move. Oh, and we've got a caution. Unfortunately, that may end the race under caution. Let's jump back. Find out. Find out what happened here. I'm not exactly sure as we ride along with the 91 and the 211. 91 just gets sideways, gets loose and collects the 211. What a shame. Oh, Raymond just barely slicing through that accident there. The old guy taking it in. I'm seeing checkered flags, folks. Let's take this back to live. Showing Ryan Kuhn as your winner. Edward Bray finishing strong in 2nd place. Lee Staples bringing it home in 3rd. Let's go ahead and get a chat with these drivers. Lee Staples, this is Ron Klein. You got a copy?
Got you, Ron.
Well, what an exciting night. I don't know if it was exciting for you guys. It was exciting for me. Talk to me about those last few laps. Unfortunately, there's a caution right there at the end that prevented you from making a move on your teammate. I saw you closing in very rapidly in the last couple of laps. Talk to me about the last couple of laps.
Yeah, with about 10 to go, I thought I was going to finish 3rd, definitely. And then, the last couple of laps before the caution, I guess the tires kicked in, or maybe Ed's wore down a little bit. And I was definitely going to give him a shot. I wasn't going to do anything too crazy because I don't want to take a teammate out when he's got a surefire 2nd place. But the caution kind of thwarted my attempt. So, but, I'm happy with 3rd. It's funny, I say I don't enjoy these kind of tracks, but I usually seem to run pretty good at them. So I don't know what's up with that.
A few more cautions than I would have liked tonight, but still, I had a great time up here. It was fun. This is what I like the short tracks. I think it'll help the league. Talk to me about Black Talon Racing, because I did talk a little bit about the broadcast and how you and Edward were teammates. So talk to me about that real quick.
Hi, yeah, just me and Ed, we formed the team back in April. We raced together on a different team in a different sim league when we're not racing KMA. And since I joined KMA with Ed, we just wanted something that was exclusive to KMA, a KMA team that had its own identity as far as being a team of KMA. So that's how all that came about. And I would also like to add, I love driving this car. This car, even with the fixed setup, it seems you could make changes to this car, and it makes, more of a difference than some of the other vehicles we race. So I really love the K&N car.
Copy that, sir. Well, we're going to be running a similar car, not the K&N, but we're running another similar car later in the season. Congratulations on a 3rd place finish. Love the paint job. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Oh yeah, let me give a shout out to Edward Bray, my teammate, to Scott Kulovic, to my wife Karen, and to you, Ronald, and RTA Motorsports for firing up these broadcasts. I was just sitting around doing nothing on Wednesday nights, and you've given me a reason to race, and I appreciate that, sir.
Well, I appreciate you coming out supporting KMA, KMA TV, and RTK Motorsports Summer Series. So thank you for coming out. Congratulations on a third place finish. Great race.
Thanks, Ronald. Appreciate it.
All right, and we're going to jump to our second place finisher, the number 66 of Edward Bray. Edward Bray, talk to me, buddy.
Hey, how's it going, man? Oh, great race tonight. Definitely worked my way back up after being spun twice, but it was an awesome race by everybody. I mean, we heavy, a little bit heavy on the cautions, but overall, hey, everybody had a good time. I had a good time, and it's good to, bring Black Talon to a second place and a third place finish tonight.
Copy that. Now, I agree. A little heavy on the cautions. It's kind of to be expected. A few cautions on the short tracks. I kind of expect that going into this. But yeah, I agree with you. We talked about your paint job a little bit earlier in the broadcast. Just talked to your teammate about Black Talon Racing. So you kind of talked about the race. Talk to me about the short track series. What do you think about the short track series, and you looking forward to next week?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Hopefully we'll get a few more drivers. It can be if nobody's raced on the short track, practice. That's all I gotta say. I mean, throttle control, getting on the throttle, at the right time, coming out of the turns is very, very important. If you get on it a little too quick, you'll spin the tires. You're up in a wall, you're up in somebody else. If you don't let off and brake, at the right time, you'll slide up, you'll push up into the turns and possibly up into somebody else. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great series and good practice for everybody as well.
Alrighty, well, I want to congratulate you on a second place finish. Last week was a first place finish, so that obviously means you're going to be sitting very well in the points. I agree with you on all points. I thought the short track series would help a lot of the drivers at various tracks because of the braking and throttle control, everything that you talked about. So couldn't agree more with you. Don't have much else to say. Congratulations on another great finish. Thanks for supporting KMA TV. The short track series that we're running. Thanks for showing up and helping me be able to broadcast a great race. So thank you for that.
Thanks, Ronald.
Alrighty, and as we jump to our leader or our winner, I'm sorry, Ryan Kuhn. Talk to me, Ryan Kuhn.
Oh, it was a great race tonight. I loved it. I love this new series, man. I tell you. Hopefully, be a lot of drivers next week involved it too, and we got. I hope we can bring a few more drivers in here, see a few more like it. It definitely helps with the bigger track stuff, like the handling and these things. You gotta drive them, and they're hard to drive. And I know a few people say we're a little heavy on cautions, but to be honest, in my opinion, that's normal. Because if you go to a local short track, you probably see 100 lappers around here at Thompson in real life the same way. A lot of cautions, but it's really normal. But a few people think it's a little overboard. I mean, yeah, it can, but it is what it is, and yeah, it's pretty realistic.
Well, and at a short track, you're correct. I mean, it's pretty realistic, and the nice part about it is caution laps, because they're short tracks. It's very quick. We get through the you have a caution. You have a couple, we had 9 cautions for 36 laps, so 4 laps, but it doesn't seem like that. I mean, we're sitting at 9 o'clock right now, so and we've been talking for a while. I didn't even look, so we probably did the race in roughly 50 minutes with 9 cautions. So that's not horrible. I agree with you. You got to expect some cautions because there's going to be some good hard racing here. But talk to me about um, talk to me about how you were able to get such great restarts.
Um, Reality is not really pitting. It's the cold tires, um, the cold conditions, the night conditions. It really doesn't slow these cars down. I mean, if you've ever raced a real life tire like American racers, those things like you go under caution and they'll cool down and they'll just grip right back up. It's the same way in these things. These things you cool down, they'll be slow. It'll get slower and slower as the run goes on. But as they cool down, when you get the cautions, they'll pick up another 2/10 right off the bat. So really, the reality is not pitting and getting good restarts is key. Because if that guy's on your outside, he's gonna stay to that outside unless you move him up the racetrack. But this place is tough to pass, and the cautions really actually was reasonable. Because I'm surprised there wasn't more cautions, to be honest, because of how you pass here. It's really really hard to pass here, and it's really a one groove racetrack. So I know a lot of people, a lot of the big names and short tracks. The real way you get to pass people here is boot them up the racetrack. But I feel that's not the way to race. But like it's racing sometimes. You get into people, spin people out, move them. That's just short. That's just good old short track racing. But it was a fun night. I loved it. It was amazing. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Awesome. I love hearing that. That's what this series was started for. I think it'll help drivers. And this is a good place for newer drivers to start too. You know, some of the guys that just come into KMA that don't race with, haven't raced with us. They just get accepted to the league or whatever. If they're not some of the caliber like a guy like you on that does well in all the series. So, talk to me real quick about your paint job there. Looks like kind of a Dale Earnhardt throwback, a Dale Earnhardt Jr. throwback car.
Oh yeah. I found this a long time ago on Trading Paints, and I said this paint's staying for a while, so it still lives, and I love it. Not old enough to drink yet, so that's one thing that doesn't make sense. I'm only 16, so but I love this paint job, and I love this old style paint job, and it's reasonable because the old Cup cars look like these things, so it's really cool and it's fun to drive these things. These things are always fun to drive, but it was an amazing night.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time. I had a great time in the booth. I hope the fans enjoyed it. Awesome that you found the victory lane, so to speak. Not many drivers would have probably found it or gotten up there, but you did. So, thanks for getting up there. Thanks for putting on a great show tonight, and thanks for supporting the Wednesday night Wicked Wednesday Summer Short Track Series.
Thank you, Ronald.
Copy that. Alrighty, folks, and before we wrap it up, surprise visit from our RTK Motorsports teammate, Brad Ream. I got to bring you up here because you finished fourth after going a lap down. I wanted to talk to you real quick if you're there.
Yeah, we're here, Ron.
So talk to me about your night because boy, was it an up and down, back and forth night.
Yeah, practice. We were way off in practice, like we talked earlier. We settled it out during the race, and it's always nice to be able to get behind some good drivers and to kind of learn their line, and then adapt to that pretty quickly. We moved up quite a bit as there were some incidents early on, and we took advantage of those. We eventually got up to second place, and we were running hard out of two. And unfortunately, a driver kind of got up into our left rear and sent us into the pit rows. And that's all right. You expect that in short track racing, or try to expect that at least. We put on 4 tires, and unfortunately, we put in way too much fuel, and that just bogged us down there for the last run. Luckily, though, there was another caution that worked in our favor, and we took advantage of those tires, and we were put it in top 5 here as our first showing here in the Wednesday night Wicked Wednesday Short Track Series.
Copy that. Well, I wanted to say congratulations on bringing it back to a 4th place finish. I'd probably be interviewing most of the time the top 4, top 5. Some of the guys that left before I was able to do that. So that'll be something that's a little bit different because we end so early. The race has already been over for probably 15 minutes, and it's only 9:05. So wanted to give a shout out to number one because you're in RTK Motorsports. So thank you for that, and congratulations on a great finish. You know, a great comeback, and thanks mostly for coming out supporting the Wednesday night Wicked Wednesday short track series or summer short track series. See, I can't even get it right yet. But and thanks for painting up the car. I tried to talk to everybody that I could tonight. Everybody came out and painted up the cars, and I thought it was a great race. I know you got to go back and watch the race from your play because I thought it was a fantastic race.
Will do, Ron. Thanks for broadcasting the night, and we look forward to more tight bumper to bumper racing.
Happy that. Hope to see you next Wednesday. Alrighty, folks, and that's gonna wrap it up here at Thompson Speedway Motor, something like that. Can't even remember. Once again, I'd like to say thanks to everybody for watching tonight. Thanks for coming in and supporting Wicked Wednesday Summer Short Track Series. Behalf of KMA TV and KMA Racing, Ronald Klein with RTK Motorsports, and we'll see you next time.